Hello there guys and welcome back to another video. I have here Cutting with me.
Hi.
Today we're going to be talking about what are the possibilities for the next chapters for Boruto. Now before we even start talking about it as a commentary or debate between us two, um, just know that this is like totally spoilers. I really can't not say about spoilers if you're not reading the manga. I suggest not, don't watch it, go read it. We do have another topic that I kind of wanted to bring up. The differences between Boruto, the anime, and manga, but that'll be for another video. Right now, we're just focusing on the latest chapter, which was 45, and then this month I think we're gonna have it on the 20th. So we'll probably do another video follow up to that. But yes, so it's been very interesting up until now. I actually got hooked up with the manga not too long ago, so we barely catch up. Karin just literally decided to start reading it as well.
Because you started reading it, honestly. If you hadn't told me that it got very interesting in the manga versus the anime, I probably wouldn't have gone for it. I still like to watch the anime from time to time, but honestly, it's just very, very slow paced compared to the manga. I mean, which makes sense because they're trying to,
Wait on
catch
the
up
manga
and
too.
wait on the
Yeah.
manga. I understand, but it's a lot of fillers so far. Don't want to quit on the anime just yet, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about the anime versus manga further on a different video. But for now, yeah. So we got to see a new character. I actually don't remember if Jigen actually called him by any name or whatnot. So to me, it looked like Tonetti at first. Like when I saw him, I thought, oh, that must be like, is that Tonetti? Like, or a cousin of Tonetti? Because like it looked a lot like him. No, unless we missed it. But remember, there was like a committee that they had way before, and then Koji actually killed like an old man, like he burned him or something. Remember his house? I can't remember. They had like a committee, so maybe he was there and we never noticed him. Like I don't know. I will have to go back and actually confirm that. But
True.
but I think that he wasn't at all. Like I never saw him. This Tonetti looking guy. He could just be another like side character to help Jigen, or maybe he might be just like another was it Setsu? Was it Setsu like the character that helped Kaguya?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he may be another Setsu, a traitor too. He's just trying to help Jigen to accomplish the new vessel, and then next thing you know, he backstabs him and gives the power to whoever he was intended to give the power to. I mean, that's another assumption or theory behind this character, right? I mean, we're just throwing too much to this character without even really knowing, but
Yeah.
those are the possibilities there. Yeah, trip me out a little bit. He might be, I don't know, who knows? He might be the actual bad guy.
Too soon to tell.
Yeah, too soon to tell. Definitely he's gonna have a role further on. We're gonna probably forget about him again, and he's just gonna come back and slap it. Be like, bam, like I'm actually the bad guy. So Amado is defecting Jigen. I'm still trying to get used to the names. And he's basically telling Naruto everything that he knows, just to kind of like join them. Obviously, it makes sense that Naruto and Shikamaru and everybody else are like very iffy about him. Especially, I mean, come on, you have Shigadai as a hostage, so it makes sense to be like. But I mean, I think to another point, I feel like, I mean, would they even listen to him outside of that? They'll probably just arrest him and not even bother getting information the right way. And he wanted to prove a point. So everything's unveiling right now. We have Amano eventually telling them about, the Otsutsuki is like we all know this, that they're not even from like the same planet because they kind of look like aliens or whatever. But apparently he can confirm that there's some type of alien race that are coming to different planets and taking the life source out of whatever the planet is. In this case, Naruto's world is the chakra itself. If the chakra's gone, everybody dies naturally, apparently. I think that's kind of weird. I don't know about what you think on that. The reason I say that, why I think it's weird that if the chakra's gone on Earth's world, everybody dies. I mean, they could die from an enemy being stronger and them not having the technology to fight them back because they don't have chakra. The chakra's gone. If the Otsutsuki was to be able to accomplish that,
Well,
right?
I took it more like them sucking the life energy out of everything. Because if we go back to Shippuden and remember, not only after the tree planted and
The divine tree.
The divine tree, and then the 10 tails was like the source of it or whatever. Towards the end, when it seemed like all hope was lost, everyone was like vesseled into a tree, and then having like these these dreams,
cocoons.
Yeah, they were like all in a cocoon or whatever. So it feels like everyone was according to, I don't know if it was Madara.
Well, Madara was deceived. He thought that activating this thing, he can activate his ultimate Mangekyo, Sharingan, whatever dream, right?
They were promised that everyone would be in their dream world.
Right, so everybody got fooled.
Everybody could live peacefully.
Yeah, but even Madara got fooled.
Right.
Okay, so going based on that, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's because they had him on the actual, like you said, in the cocoon vessel. Let's say that. I don't think the plan for them will be to use Mangekyo. I mean, not Mangekyo. The Sharingan spell and everybody. I don't think that will be the main thing. I think it would just be take the chakra out. Make it into the fruit that they're talking about. I forgot what the fruit they call it. It's like literally the fruit. They eat it and they can evolve into something else, something stronger. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I mean, if they take all the chakra away, they're gonna be powerless against those type of beings, and then they're gonna get wrecked. So yeah, I get that. I mean, but I guess the way that was worded, I don't know if it was just misunderstanding myself, but it was where they said that Amado said that the chakra and the life force. I don't know if it's the same thing. I thought they were separate, but they will die naturally, I guess, without chakra. I would think it would be like kind of like a fairy tale, like that arc where they go into a different dimension. The fairy tale squad goes in and meets themselves in a different alternative universe with no magic, but they were still alive. It's just they just had to kind of evolve into, okay, now let's figure out a way to use all this stuff without magic. So I would think that Naruto World, if the bad guys were to win, they would probably do something technology without chakra.
In this case, the chakra is their energy.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Their energy. I mean, without having it, I mean, they're still normal human beings, but
towards the end, he shows a projection with the glasses because Shikamaru helps him out. I mean, he tells him, "Hey, can you get my glasses?" And Naruto's like, "Yeah, just do it." He does a projection, like a life projection, I guess, between Koji and Jigen. They were actually, they were about to duke it out and fight it, and obviously Jigen was already like suspicious of Koji, and he just like basically stabs him. But it was not going to be an easy kill because, I mean, he did Kakeboshin or the clone or whatever. And then I think they're using the frog as the camera. And then he was using the Amado's glasses as the projector. I think that's how it was because I remember the frog sitting somewhere in a corner. I know there's also been a lot of speculation of, like, it is possible to be Jiraiya, right? But one catch thing from the last chapter, like, as soon as it ends, literally, Koji says, I was created to stop you or destroy you. I can't remember which words were, but literally said I was created to. So it might not be Jiraiya, but he may have a lot of resemblances. I mean, the frog, the jutsu, he knows a lot about the village.
It could have been that he trained under the frogs as well.
Yeah, the sages or whatever.
The frogs.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the frogs' names, but it could have been, and then they just got kind of like maybe he created. I think Amado for sure created it because come on, he apparently created what, Delta, right? The robot chick or whatever that came out and duke it out with Naruto. So if he was super smart and create things, maybe
someone just got inspired by Jiraiya.
Maybe he got inspired by Jiraiya.
His creator was, because we don't know if it's Amado or not yet.
Right, we don't know. We're just assuming because he's the smart one, right, to create that. But I think also the way he refers to him a little bit different than just saying, oh, he could have said, oh, here's my other, I don't know, assistant or something. He didn't even say it like that. Amado said, Koji is my other partner, basically my partner in crime, meaning that either he has respect for his own creations, or B, it is somebody but just very heavily modified. Think of Ao, right? He probably should have been dead, but he had all these robot parts everywhere. It's a little bit weird that he knows too much.
And not just that, the fact that if you remember, that anyone who can enter the village without being alarmed,
Yeah,
without the chakra alarming Enos.
reconnaissance field or whatever. On two things on that, I think that maybe he was BSing so Delta can stay back and chill, or B, it was true because as soon as I think she stepped in or something, like I think it did sense like Eno's thing.
No, I think that is true. I forgot that for a fact. That was a fact, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, it's been.
So there's been a lot of speculation around that, and I think everyone's just kind of hoping that Jedi would still be alive. That'd be amazing.
We also haven't seen at all, and this is what I'm interested in, is the interaction between Naruto and
Kashi and Koji.
Yes, we haven't seen that, which I am looking forward to. Yes, he is looking at them, Jigen and Koji like duking it out, talking or whatever before duking it out. But we haven't seen the reaction, and not to mention that he has a mask, so it's really hard to tell. I mean, just because you see something, it doesn't mean anything. Not to mention that in his mind, Naruto's mind is kind of like, well, you're not thinking of somebody that, can you be, you resign to, okay, well, somebody I love is dead. Why would you even bring something back up? Now, having him without a mask, doing the jutsus and all that, that may trigger something.
Yeah.
Because, he has very similar jutsus. Yes. Rasengan. He did Rasengan against Konohamaru. And even
crazy.
Konohamaru was like, what the hell? Like, you know? So.
And it seems, it's hard to tell, in some of the manga, parts of the manga, it seems, but he does have the same markings.
On the eyes.
Under the eyes, the long streaks.
But we haven't seen him without a mask, I don't think.
No, we haven't. It was just on one of the panels that you can kind of see behind it. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's an angle.
It could have been a detail that anyone missed, but I saw that.
So. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Definitely, we're gonna get more information as the new chapters come out. So if you think, Koji is Jiraiya, maybe, or if or he's just a clone, a Kree.
A lot of other people were saying he could possibly be his son because Jiraiya was around a lot of women.
Yeah, true. The weird part when he said I was created to destroy you, that's kind of like,
oh yeah,
that throws it out the window.
That, yeah.
Unless that's just like also a BS just to throw it out there, but. Yeah, so just give us your thoughts in the comments, and what do you think, what's gonna happen next? Who the characters might be in your opinion, or who really is the bad guy? Maybe we're not seeing something in the picture. Like everybody's like throwing out their own theories, but
I just can't wait for the next one.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for sticking by and watching the this whole commentary video. This is the first time we're actually doing something like this. We are sticking to doing what we're doing basically, but we're just trying out new things. And yeah, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment, and until next time, Sanyu.
Kari, signing off.
Signing off.